I was looking at 8:30 departure, so I told the whole team to leave at 6:30. Things just taken an awful long time, but all being well, that we should be going away soon, and ultimately reach our destination by 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Today we travel to the small village of Igenabodi. We are welcomed in the same way that we've been welcomed everywhere else in Nigeria, with great hospitality and warmth.
Well, we got a text message as we passed this village to say that the reception and the people have been waiting here for ages, so we turned our boat around to come back. To look a bit of finding to find here, because we're on the opposite channel, because there's an island in the river. We've come up here and walked up the steps to a small greeting, and as we approached here, we're surrounded by these ladies here who are just absolutely fascinated and want to hug me and shake hands, and they are ultra friendly. So I don't know what's in store now, maybe much better things to come now, so I'm looking forward to it, and it carries on with this friendliness. Hello! Then I'm in for a big treat tonight then.
Once again, the village offers us a place to stay for the night, and we all go to sleep thinking about our last day on the river. The next morning, we prepare for the final leg of the journey.
Okay, we're in Igenabodi, and today's the last day of sailing. We're sailing into Asaba, which seems incredible after all this time, all the planning and all the trip, and the boat's actually here and on its way, well, will be on its way to Asaba this morning.
Last night here was alright. We had a meal down at the riverside. We had fish and rice that was all cooked especially for us and locally, and had a few beers there, and then came back to the hotel and had a few more. So it was a good evening actually, and we all sat down and had a good chat. A bit hot last night, didn't sleep very well, so I'm a bit tetchy today.
5 hours of travelling later, and we meet up with the Goodwill team who have spent the night on the river.
Yeah. Steve, should we just stay here rather than...
What's going on? Fantastic night out, apart from the midges. Made good progress today. All we're missing last night was a bottle of beer, I think. Would have made it, but it was really good night out. Swimming in the River Niger, which you might regret at a later date, but who cares? No, it's a good night, very good night.
Did you come camping?
Yes, I love camping. Yeah. It's a very nice thing. It's my first experience in life, camping with a white man in the bush along the river bank. So it's very interesting. Yes.
Once we've met up with the boat team, we travel together to a final destination, Asaba. We've decided to end our journey here, because once Richard and his brother had been kidnapped by the river pirates, this is where they were taken and sold to the king of the Igbo people. They were then taken downriver to Brasstown, where they were sold again to King Boy. After travelling for 3 days as the king's hostages, they finally reached the sea. The lander's mission was over. They had navigated the true course of Niger and proved their hypothesis right. Now all they had to do was escape with their lives in order to inform England of their discovery. Luckily, there was a British ship moored offshore of the coast, and Richard managed to persuade the captain to pretend he was willing to pay King Boy the ransom he was demanding for their return. Once on board, the ship made its getaway in a fierce storm. The brothers finally arrived in Portsmouth in June 1831. On their return, they were at first treated well. Their journals were bought for a handsome sum, and they were invited for an audience with the king. The Colonial Office, however, treated them terribly. It gave John no reward at all, and refused Richard a pension, even as he suffered from fever. 2 years later, Richard was leading an expedition back up the Niger, when their canoes were attacked, and Richard was shot. He survived for 2 more days, but then died on the island, now known as Bioko. As a working class hero, his exploits and courage were made known to only a few, and his accomplishments were soon forgotten. As we travel into a final docking place, our thoughts are with Richard Lander, who centuries ago travelled down this very stretch of river, not as we did today with our engines and 21st century equipment, but with only his courage and ingenuity to protect it.
Very good. It's quite nice actually coming in. It's a strong current running in this little, what do you call it? Actually, little stream of water between the main channel and an island, which is in the middle of the stream. But no, it's good coming in. There's a reasonable reception here. No problems with the boat. I think I had a few problems during the day with fuel and stuff like that. But no, it's been fantastic. It's good to finish it on a high note, I think. And none of us fell in, and all the life jackets are still intact, which is really good, really good.
Really pleased to be here, but a bit sad because it's the last day on the river. We thought it might take a bit longer. We're spending a bit more time on the river, but yeah, quite good to have completed the journey that Landers have done, and quite touching to be here. But really pleased, been a challenge, and now we can relax a little bit maybe and enjoy ourselves.
Well, like Russell says, after this massive journey, 700 kilometres on the River Niger, we have now made it here, so it's been an absolutely worthwhile trip. All the fun and glory, the colours are superb, but I'm so pleased I've done it now and been part of a great team and support team from the Nigerian Expedition Society, the police who have been spectacular in supporting us and keeping us safe, which is obviously the most important part of this as well. So thank you to everyone, and obviously everybody out there who's looking at this as well. So thank you.
How do you feel?
Yeah. I really thank God that we'll be able to get to this place. I think I can say this third journey is the best journey so far, apart from other journeys I've been making. So I really thank God. So I wish you good luck.
Yeah, it's been a good ship. It's been sort of challenging. It's rewarding. It's been very difficult as well. It's kind of balancing the actual expedition with the courtesy calls and the commitments and dealing with the logistical problems. But generally, very happy to be here, safe and well. Now just make sure everyone gets home safe and well.
Our journey complete, our thoughts turn to home. We cannot leave, however, without performing one last English tradition.
1, 2, 3! Why is he not coming up?